Hey y'all, Mike with Cardboard Kingdom. Welcome back to another Disney Lorcana video. We have some continued amazing enchanted reveals for Reign of Jafar. We've got some fan favorites getting the enchanted treatment, and they look amazing. So that's going to be very, very exciting. And before that, not to bury the lead, we have to talk about the Mayhem Sale that is happening tomorrow. We've been talking about this for about a month since it was initially released. I apologize for all my daily viewers for hearing me continue to speak about it. This is the last time. Friendly reminder, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Everything that you purchase on TCGPlayer, whether it is you want to get your sealed case allocation up, you want to go out and buy a promo, you want to go out and buy an enchanted, you want to go out and buy a playset for your deck, whatever it is, you're going to get either 10 to 13% back in-store credit for every single thing that you purchase. This is something that I've taken advantage of. They usually do this multiple times a year. I always try to take advantage of it because it's a great time to get that kind of essentially like a gift card next month. 13% for everything that you spend tomorrow. I know a lot of you guys buy in size, and this is a great way to build up some amazing rewards. So do not forget, 9 a.m. tomorrow is when that sale starts. You're all going to take some time today, tonight, to get your goals set up, to find out what you truly need from this sale. You're going to get it all in your cart, and then at 9 a.m. tomorrow, you're going to check out, you're going to close your tab, and you're going to walk away. You're not going to sit here and stare at cards going up or boxes going up, and then you're kind of hopping in because you FOMO'd in, and then you bought at the top, and then no one else bought, and now you're just holding on to something that you really don't want. You're going to be prepared. You're going to have all your stuff tonight. You're going to check out at 9 a.m. You're going to close the tab, and you are going to profit. So be on the lookout for that. And then the last final plug I will make is I have the TCGPlayer link in the description of my video. If you click on that, it'll say equals Cardboard Kingdom at the end of it. If you don't mind using this link to shop tomorrow, saving it as your TCGPlayer home screen on your browser as your favorite on your bookmarks bar, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. With that being said, the exciting stuff. Mushu, your worst nightmare, does get the enchanted treatment. This is one that was speculated a lot about, one that the fans were definitely clamoring for, and Ravensburger and the Disney Lorcana team delivered. This card looks tremendous. For my players out there, I feel like this is really a card that's going to let Red Steel cook. I think that it's got an amazing ability. It's a 6-cost inkable, but it's got good stats. It quests for multiple, and it really empowers the entire ecosystem of Ruby Steel, which is something that a lot of people have even tried to make work this set, but next set it's really getting quite a bit better. So that is very, very exciting. The art itself looks very, very good. Mushu on his rocket, he's got his rockets on his back. All the Jafar castle in the background, the lore counters in the sky, the deserty sand kind of vibes of the Reign of Jafar. They did a great job. Nicola did a great job of tying everything together. It's got a fan favorite character, beautifully illustrated with all of the theme of the set. Like, chef's kiss, man. And look, I know it gets redundant, and I don't want to say it every video, but like, best art in any TCG by a country mile, like not even close. So just shout out to the team again. Mother Gothal knows what's best. A card here that I will admit is probably not my chase card, not one that I'm going to be going after too much. I don't play a lot of Ruby Amethyst anyway. And, you know, Mother Gothal as an IP, as a character, not something that I have a massive connection with. Cool character, right? I get it. But at the end of the day, not something that I'm necessarily going to be chasing or going out of my way to purchase. I think the card does have a little bit of playability to it, and I think that we could see it fit into the meta, therefore giving it a little bit of a price increase and kind of helping the floor of the overall set. I definitely think the Mushu card will have a premium. This is one that won't be maybe as good as the Mushu, but one that could definitely see some play. What I will say in terms of the art of this card is that I enjoy the background of the card a little bit more than the character itself, which is, you know, normally I can kind of enjoy both, but with this one specifically, like, I love like kind of like the lanterns and the sky type vibe for the Rapunzel theme. You even have like a Mickey Mouse kind of ears going on here. You've got the similar kind of like lore counter-ish symbols in the background, and then you see Jafar's tower back there. It still has the sands vibe, right? Reign of Jafar. So I just personally, I like the flower. I get where they're going with that. It's beautifully illustrated, but the back of the card just has a lot of, it's got a lot going on. I really, really like it. So Mother Gothal knows what's best. Also gets the enchanted treatment. Perdita. They are really, this is one that it's a cool art. And I'll definitely be happy to pull it, but it's not something, once again, that I will be chasing necessarily. The puppy thing definitely does feel forced at this point. We've had, puppies since set 3, I think was our first puppy. Maybe even set 2, but I think set 3. We know that they're getting reprinted. We've continued to see these kind of amber, sapphire, cards be released with the puppy theme. Hopefully it can find its way into the meta. I don't think I've ever played against a puppy deck, ever. And so that kind of speaks to the the lack of reliability for the given deck. Hopefully it finds its way. I've tried to make Amber and Sapphire work. Now I'm obviously not the best player, right? And so there's, you got to look at the pilot before you can take off and fly with a given deck. But at the end of the day, I've never been able to make it work. I do love Amber though, so hopefully DKPs and Bivens, anyone can cook with a puppy deck, and maybe these enchanted, this enchanted can get put to use. But we did get the Perdita Enchanted. I did want to give a shout out. Someone posted this. When I talked about this card, the set champs card for Reign of Jafar, I didn't have a very good image. Someone did upload one on Reddit, and this card is just a piece of art. Dual artists between John and Christian. It's got the competitive DLC indicator on the bottom as well as the Enchanted. It's a very good card. 5 cost. Uninkable. Whenever this character quests, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. If an illusion card is discarded this way, you may play that character for free. All sorts of tech for the Amethyst Steel players out there. Awesome card. The design is flawless. Jafar is looking sinister. He's got his staff. He's got the sand. An amazing card. Definitely the best set champs card that we've had since, honestly, in my opinion, probably Rockstar Stitch in set 3. So they're really cooking with this, and then we get the Maleficent one in set 9. Set champs are on the way up, right? These cards are going to start doing a lot better, in my opinion. I think a lot of people are going to get out to play them. Obviously, with the price of these cards going up, they're inherently going to be more competitive. We've already kind of seen it with the hero card. People kind of complaining about, this person already won one and they're at another one today. And is it too competitive? And yeah, you're going to get a lot of that. I personally, look, there's prizes for a reason. People want to win. I don't fault them for that. Now, I've never even won a promo, but I can't chase them every set champs. I can't chase them every weekend. But if in an alternate world where I don't have 3 kids and a wife, I probably am. So I can't fault them for it whatsoever. Go and get it. And this one's going to be very, very competitive. So just a shout out to the artists on this one. We also had Bambi, obviously, that we've looked at, and a very, very awesome art for the Little Prince. And then the Rapunzel High Climber. Last but not least, Stitch Experiment 626. Look at that boy. He's ready to cause just some havoc. Mayhem to pair with our Mayhem Sale. Stitch Experiment 626 causing some mayhem. Last but not least, guys, to close out the video, we got some details on the Palace Heist, which I couldn't find a high resolution visual, but we're getting some cards with like some really cool foils. We're getting some new locations that have like new keywords like obstacle, preventing your characters from questing. It's obviously got the new design of like a true like kind of like board game feel that can be resealed. Palace Heist, I am very, very excited for. I think this is a product of like, they kind of laid the roadmap and the framework with the Deep Trouble quest box for Ursula's Return. They amped it up like 20 notches with the Reign of Jafar Palace Heist. I cannot wait for that product. Very, very excited to use it as a tool to try and get my family more and more engaged. Obviously the kids, it's fun to open packs with them. My daughter is in kindergarten. She's the oldest kid I have. Lorcana just isn't on the table yet. But with that being said, definitely time to start kind of doing like some pack rush stuff, just some simple math with like strength and willpower, and then having the Palace Heist to play with my wife and get the kids involved a little bit. The app is now supported. The TCG Companion app has the Palace Heist in it now, which is very, very cool. So you can go in and check that out. That's what these are from. You can select your difficulty in Battleground. So you have the Crown Chamber Battleground. Difficulty is hard. Jafar begins the game with the most ink moat in play. Jafar's locations gain resist +1. You've got Jafar's throne room, which is easy. You've got full alert, which is extreme. and then you've got Secret Passage that is a normal. So you've got all sorts of different difficulties, whether you're new to Lorcana, whether you're an experienced player, to go about and play the game, which is very, very exciting. I do want to see really quick here before we go if anyone has listed the foils from Reign of Jafar. I want to see specifically the foiling. I saw someone complaining about the live stream, which I did not get to watch all of, but that's not what I was looking for. So, it doesn't look like anyone's posted the foils. I was hoping to catch those real quick to end the video, but no such luck. So, awesome Enchanted reveals. Very, very excited for that. Do not forget the Mayhem Sale. Get your cart set up. Be ready to check out. Go and buy your cards tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Use the Cardboard Kingdom link if you do not mind. I would greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I cannot wait for Reign of Jafar. We should have a couple more Enchanteds coming out, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're here, and the fabled countdown truly begins, right? Once we get Reign of Jafar, then it's like, all right, next set. Here we go. We're probably at what, around like 105 days? You know what? Let's update our calculator here before we go. Every time I type in August, I get the August 29th countdown for my history. 106 days until Fabled. Happy 106 days until we get 18 new epics, 18 enchanteds, and 2 iconics. What a time. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you guys later.